It's reel to reel, and it's really reel to reel here on Heavenly Reel to Reel album covers. A long time ago, actually about 5 years ago, I realized that I knew nothing about reel to reel tape recorders. I had always fiddled with fixing and messing around with smaller cassette players and recorders and mini discs and odds and ends, but I had never fully investigated reel-to-reel tape recorders. So I spent a meager amount of money on eBay and bought some semi-broken reel-to-reel players so I could teach myself how they work and what they do. And I ended up learning a lot. And then I graduated to buying actual reel-to-reel players that work, such as this one here. This is a Sony 540. It's one of the basic home tape recorders that they made, and it really works good. I have my turntable and other stuff hooked into this, and it plays back through some bigger speakers. It's a good little amplifier too. A lot of these tape recorders, these reel-to-reels, double as amplifiers, even guitar amplifiers. But anyway, I've never been really interested in the reel-to-reel tape format. I prefer to think and be active with the hardware, the tape recorders and players. But I do have a few reel-to-reel albums, full albums on tape, and we are going to look at them right now. And by the way, I have some Tootsie Roll Pops here if you're interested. They're right here. They're waiting for you if you want one. And let's start off with this tape by comedian songwriter Allan Sherman. This cover mimics the actual full-size LP version of the album. And I've used this album to test tape recorders because it has really nice stereo separation. And there's Allan Sherman there. He's hanging out somewhere with a car and some people. I don't know what's going on, but that's Allan Sherman. Most likely, if you're looking for reel-to-reel tapes to play, you'll find stuff like this that people have homemade with weird notes that they've handwritten on the back. They're usually hard to even listen to because sometimes they're recorded at strange speeds, or they're interrupted, or they're spliced wrong. But that's a classic Ampex cover there. A lot of times, if you're looking for reel-to-reel tapes, you'll find organ music like this, which is, I mean, the cover is a little chaotic. It's actually kind of neat. The lettering is nice, and this sounds very good. This is a Monte Kelly orchestra tape, and these are findable almost everywhere. Used record shops, swap meets, garage sales. And I have a bunch of these that came with this other tape recorder I bought. Whoops, it fell on the ground. And that's an Ima Sumac tape there. And it doesn't look like it, but it's a Ima Sumac tape. And this cover is, or this container is, it's got a top that comes out. It's very nice, I guess. And someone had put a tag with Ima Sumac's name on it. So that's Ima Sumac. And then we graduate into more sophisticated tape covers like this by Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. I'm not sure where I found this, but the cover is nice, and the album is nice, and it's all around a very nice album and album cover. And this thing probably sold a lot of copies. Brazil 66 were huge in the 1960s, so those people that had reel-to-reels were probably real happy to buy that. I don't know what this is, but it's An Evening with Russ Morgan. I think Russ Morgan was a trumpet player, and this tape is just huge. It goes on for like 15 hours. It's got tons of songs. You could just put this on automatic and it would just play all day and night. And let's see if it even has a label. Nope, looks like it's a homemade tape that they had the cover left over, so I hope these tapes don't fall down. Just a reminder, we have Tootsie Roll Pops here if you want some. Just take one, though. And here's an interesting reel-to-reel tape cover. It's called Jazz Greats, Volume 2. Again, it's 3 hours long. I'm not sure how much jazz a person could listen to in 3 hours. Let's see if it has a label. Nope. Does not have a label. Homemade. It's actually a Radio Shack tape that someone taped over. I'll put it on top of Yma Sumac. These next several tape covers are actually pretty nice. I found them in a big stack once, and I picked out the best designs. This is called The New Sound America Loves Best. John Klein, Sid Ramin collaboration, and there's a woman holding up an LP over a tuba or something there, a brass instrument, and that's in living stereo. And another one in the series, this is called Percussion from Melody to Madness by Dick Shorey. Dick Shorey is fairly well known, and he put out a lot of albums. His music is a little bit bombastic. This album, I don't know, it looks like a double album set, and it's Eugene Ormandy, 2 Eugene Ormandy albums. The tape cover is a little bit pale, and I think I had to transfer this to another tape. The other reel was just shot. And here's a Rosemary Clooney album. This is actually the best cover we've seen so far. There's little hands clapping, and there's Rosemary Clooney. She was huge. She was also a good singer as well as being huge. And this album is called Here Comes Rosie, Clap Hands. And I'm sure this has a label on it. There it is. It's got a RCA sticker that was common in commercial tapes. And the stack is getting bigger. Here's an album called Son of Drum Suite. And here's a kid. He's got a snare drum and a bass drum and a hi-hat. And he's just hanging out with his sticks. And it's a good cover. A little bit drab, but it works. And finally is Bob and Ray. They were comedians, mostly radio comedians, very funny. And here they are. They've got their golden heads, their own heads. They're revealing them. They look like they're waiters. And this album is called Bob and Ray on a Platter, presenting their annual radio and TV award winners. This is cool. I think this is this tape is edited or spliced at some point, which kind of messes up the comedy. And remember, I've got Tootsie Roll Pops here. There's an orange one, and these are especially good. They're like all chocolate. Recently, a friend of a friend, just out of the blue, gave me 2 really good reel-to-reel tapes. These are things that I never would have purchased myself or picked up. The first is by a group called It's a Beautiful Day. They had a hit song called White Bird, and this thing's actually worth some money. The cover is beautiful. It's got a sky, a woman on top of a mountain, and it's really a beautiful day. And finally, the other tape that the friend of a friend gave me is Jefferson Airplane Flight Log. It's in mint condition almost, very good to mint condition. The spine is nice. It's got everything going on, and this is worth some money also. And it opens up this way, I guess. Let's see. And the tape's all rewound fine, and it's got a little booklet here in really good condition. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this or the other one, but they're almost too good for me to keep. So this is the huge stack of reel-to-reel tapes. We went through quite a few of them, and it's your last chance to get a Tootsie Roll Pop, so hurry up before the final run here. And this was our exploration of reel-to-reel machines and commercially available reel-to-reel tapes.